There's not much to say. We were completely outplayed from the opening tip. I have regrets of not calling more timeouts sooner in the decisive first quarter. I thought maybe we could withstand the run when it got to 13-2, 15-2, and we'd be able to claw our way back in. But our inability to hold on to the ball and value the basketball, and to not play as hard as they did. They came into the Palumbo, our house, and they made us look really bad. And that's in every form and fashion. That's from me as a coach down to the student managers on our team. Our players, we weren't ready, and that includes me. We thought we were, but it's obviously very clear we weren't. And we had 4 fouls at halftime in a game that kind of got out of hand. And instead of getting a little nasty, a little chippy, and a little tough, and wanting to protect our house, and we just played matador defense. And I'm really disappointed in our effort from me on down.
First quarter, the ball movements, those were, I'm sure, scouted, but how did you feel the players handled that specifically during that 17-2 run?
We were awful. We had no idea about assignments. It was like we had never seen the scouting report before. GW plays very much to their scout. Certain people are not going to take threes. Scheibel's going to take a long two every once in a while. But we did not play with any type of IQ based off the scout. And I have no answer for that. We just allowed them. We played them very poorly. We just, we didn't know who was shooters and who was not shooters. Our closeouts were poor. We allowed them to go to the block, or at least to the first hash near the block, and post up, and they made everything. When we were going to get more physical and bounce them. I said it a couple weeks ago. We are consistent with being inconsistent, and that's what we are right now.
21 turnovers itself can be unforgiving, but when you couple that with 8 assists, which is considered a relatively low number, you mentioned valuing the basketball, and obviously neither of those in that case were exhibited this afternoon.
Yeah, when you get a score that gets out of hand like this, you tend to have kids freelance a little bit more and go one-on-one and try to create and do some things. And we tried to do that, not with a lot of success. And so you're not going to have a high assist total after that first quarter today. From a turnover perspective, it's the same old, same old. And I'm a guy who can live with turnovers, but we have consistently been at 20 turnovers or more in a lot of our games this year. And we've got to cut that back by 5, 6, 5 or 6. I'll take 5 or 6 at this point and get us down to 15. And that's an area that we're going to have to work on very much.
Decision factor for the starting 5 that you chose in the second half to start the second half?
I thought Nina had gone to the glass and rebounded the ball and attempted to rebound the ball. Yutza is the best guard in terms of being able to pass out of double teams and being able to see the floor a little bit. I thought Angela had the ability to score, but with the ability to score on the offensive end, she gave it up on the defensive end on almost every single possession. She would score and then give it up on the defensive end. So really, it's a negative. It's a net negative. It doesn't really help us. If anything, it's a minus because you gain confidence by playing defense and having successful defensive stops. And we certainly did not have that today. In terms of who started the second half, really I'm throwing a different lineup at the wall just to see if we can get anybody motivated to see what we could do. I started Hallie Bovell, and I talked and really emphasized about how we had to box out really, really strong. The very first possession, she misses the box out. Scheibel gets the rebound and scores. That's it in a nutshell right there. We have a lot of people that want to play on our team, and we're very, very young, and everybody talks about wanting to play. Well, we have to do the little things as individuals if we want to play. And that starts with blocking out, and blocking out with physicality and force, and it's guarding people. I would love to play Angela Staffolino more. Angela Staffolino can score. But unfortunately, I mean, she's given it up on the defensive end. So hopefully we can fix that. I believe that we can, and that's not coach speak. I do believe we can, but we got a lot of work to do.
With that in mind, bearing an 0-2 start so far in Atlantic 10 play, obviously you think it's not reflective of what this team is at, but how much maybe does this show that there's still a lot of work to be done?
It is reflective of who we are. We're 0-2. I mean, we are consistent with being inconsistent. I cannot rely. Who can I rely on? Utsa has 19 against our arch rival. She has 5 today. 5, and she's 2 for 8 from the field. Chas couldn't get a shot off today, and struggled. Our post play from our 2 starting post players, Samashi and Lass, is just. I mean, they're completely discombobulated at this time, and I'll give Dea credit. Dea tries to guard a little bit. No, you know what? She allowed the kid to get to the block. She guarded after the kid caught the ball, but she needed to guard before she got to the ball. There's just there's such a host of issues when you just look at this game that, I mean, I could go on all day long. We're going to take tomorrow off as a team. The coaching staff will be in, and we're grading this out. One of the new things that we're doing within the conference play is a grading system on a plus-minus system that I took from Coach Smith. And we'll show a lot of film to the kids. We'll also grade them out and show them, okay, maybe you had 12 points and 4 rebounds, but on the defensive end you gave up this many. And I think that's really going to benefit a young team. I'm hoping that this game benefits a young team in the fact that we were picked second, and I think we're good and we think we're good. But it's thinking is one thing, and actually being on the floor and getting it done and getting tough and nitty gritty is a totally different thing. And we've got a lot of work to do. Thank you for supporting women's basketball.